Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the San Antonio Missions and the Springfield Cardinals. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one, as their order will read like this. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Travis Jankowski will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Ramos moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's check out the Springfield defense. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Tyson Gillis will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Oof, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Two-two pitch on the way. A little late on the slider here as he hits it the other way to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third baseman,
Gabriel Quintana will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Fouled back. The next 0-2. And the knuckler got him swinging, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. As we get to the bottom half, let's get a look at our starting lineup there right on your screen. Rafael DePaula will be the guy called upon to slow down these bats, and I'd say his skipper would dearly love to get maybe 6 good innings out of him. Any less than that, and that bullpen could be in for some trouble. Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one. Home half of inning number 1 as the leadoff hitter digs in to start things out.
For the Cardinals, center fielder, number 5.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
Here's the 1-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Line hard. Foul. Here's another 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Oh, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Juan Herrera will be the batter. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now another 1-2. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, first baseman.
Mark McGuire will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. First pitch coming. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. And the pitch. Sliced down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis with no score. Mike McCoy will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
First baseman, Mike McCoy.
First pitch on the way. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
I've got a pretty good feeling that once he put this ball down, he's thinking, wow, this is going to be a hit, no problem. But not so fast. What a heck of an effort down there at third to barehand that ball and then get enough on it to get his man.
Robinson steps in now. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Let's go, guys.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Yeah.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Well, 2 things you look for in a young pitcher are character and makeup. This guy's got both of those. You've got to figure he's going to have a bright future ahead.
Number 9 will step in now. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nick Savage will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
Savage.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
I would guess that he would have considered himself fortunate not to have to face his cleanup hitter in that first inning, but I don't think he's feeling too fortunate now because this ball was absolutely crushed.
Chad Harris will get his first shot at it here.
Third baseman, Chad Harris.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Strike, 2 called, and it's even at 2. No outs, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. Now here's the pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Anthony Garcia digs in at the plate. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Runner's going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And this is something that you're going to see a little more often when you've got a ground ball pitcher out there. A lot of managers like to start their runners to keep out of the double play situation, and that roll of the dice works out nicely here.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Just a great 2-strike pitch right there. And that's all you can say. As a hitter, you're seeing fastball out of his hand, and then boom! That just disappears on you.
Steven Ramos will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Come on now! Come on, man, bring him home!
Good biting slider there, hit on the ground down to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, number 6.
Number 6 will stand in for the first time here. swing and a miss, 0-1.
He missed a good pitch to hit there. He'll be lucky to get something like that again.
2 out here and a runner at second. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
How about a little poke here?
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 2 full, and Springfield leads this thing 1-0. Number 15 will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And this is fouled straight back. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
And that pitch right there, that's what separates him from a lot of other guys at this level. You know, most guys, they've gotten through their whole lives with fastball, curveball, maybe mix in a slider as well. But those guys that can figure out a changeup at a young age, those are the ones that really project well.
Number 70 will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Let's go!
First offering on the way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Over here.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Got your water.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes a 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Rafael DePaula will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first offering. And he swings under the curveball here as this is lifted to shallow center field. Herrera will put this one away, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Springfield's out in front, 1-0. Gerald Vaughn makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Gerald Vaughn.
Ball 1.
Go. 1-0.
And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Here we go.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Here now the 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Let's go. Here we go.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Yep, that's a pitcher up there, all right.
Number 5.
Sounded like he hit that ball with a rolled-up Sunday newspaper.
Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Let's go, Cardinals.
Low for ball 1. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. One on the way. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
And he fights this one off to stay alive.
That's foul.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Juan Herrera waits on deck. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, and there are some times where you characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
Juan Herrera will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Go, Card, go!
And that's in there, 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with two away, but apparently not.
All right, face it here.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Mark McGuire will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Here we go.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Travis Jankowski will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
All right.
Now the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Get out of here, Vincent.
Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 13, Tyson Gillis.
Tyson Gillis will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Oh, and this takes off on him as it's over his head. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw.
Disappointing for him behind the plate because I think he had a good shot at throwing his man out. But as you can see, this throw just sort of takes off on him, and it goes straight into center field.
Now the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Let's stop the bleeding right here. Now, come on.
And this is fouled back and out of play. A runner in scoring position with none out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
Gabriel Quintana will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
Guys, let's go.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
A man at third with 1 away. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Let's get out of the inning now.
Comes set. Now the pitch. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Mike McCoy will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Fouled straight back. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. A man on third with 2 down. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, number 21.
I almost got him to go around there. The question will be, did he break the plane? And show motion says that's awfully close. I don't know if you can definitely say either way, but he's going to take first base regardless.
Robinson will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
All right, here's an easy strikeout.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Let's go, Cardinals! Go, Cardinals, go!
And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
This is our house.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in there at the plate as he makes it all the way around on what was nothing short of a farce defensively.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to touch this one. I have a feeling that when these guys get back to the dugout, we're going to be able to hear what their manager is saying from up here.
Number 9 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
No strikes.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Savage is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 lone hit, 3 errors in the inning, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Missions lead it 3-1. Nick Savage will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Second baseman, Nick Savage.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Jankowski is there to make the catch, and the home half of the 4th starts with a 1-pitch out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Chad Harris will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Anthony Garcia will step forward now following the walk, as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Runners on the move for second. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
All right, let's put it
2-0 now. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
Nah, I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had 1 step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Yeah, pretty easy to get anxious there on a 3-1 count. That was a great time to call for the changeup.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Spin and a throw back to second. And this goes right behind him at second and into center field.
Well, the difficult part about this throw for a pitcher is that when he steps off and then spins his body like that, for a brief second there, he loses sight of the second base bag. And then when you pick it back up, you've got guys moving this way and that. Sometimes it's tough to lock back on.
Another payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
And here, I mean, if this is a high chopper to short, it's an RBI. If it's a lazy fly to right, it's an RBI. Point is, you've got to put the ball in play with a runner on third and 1 out. That's just basic execution that's lacking right there.
Steven Ramos will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Runner away from third. Now the pitch. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Number 15 will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now here's the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Fouled back. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate. But was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Rafael DePaula will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Home half of the 5th coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 3-1. Number 6 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Get some fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Gerald Vaughn will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. Jankowski is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Number 5 will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Now, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And he misses again, ball 3.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
This is where you can get a sense for a young guy's character out there. You know, okay, he got a raw deal on a couple of those calls, but some guys get angry, some get motivated. Others, they just go into a shell. We'll have to see how he responds.
Now here's the first pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Mark McGuire. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Oh, what a good at-bat with the runner in scoring position as this is into right center. That's a base hit. And some trouble now in right field. And the second run will score as that evens things at 3.
Well, he'd been able to get that pitch by him earlier in the game. Not this time. He's all over it here, and he's going to bring home a couple on the 2-run double.
Nick Savage will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. And that misses ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning. The bag at second there, now the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Well, he had that home run earlier in the ball game, and now he's got an RBI single. So he's putting together a pretty nice ball game.
Chad Harris will try and keep to the slider, but it's 1-1. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
The 1-1. And this will be fouled away. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
3 runs already home here. Oh, he extends nicely there as this is driven pretty well out to deep right field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a double.
This is not a bad pitch with 2 strikes. He's up there knowing he's got to shorten up and protect. He does that more as he slices this one the other way. And with the runner moving on contact, he's going to come around to score all the way from first.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the fifth after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Portillo is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Anthony Garcia will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Four runs here in this half inning. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and Springfield leads this thing 5-3. Travis Jankowski will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Jankowski.
In there, 0-1. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Out in front of the fastball, but this is skied into straightaway right. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Tyson Gillis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Third baseman number 16, Gabriel Quintana.
Gabriel Quintana will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
And that misses 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Mike McCoy would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Sometimes against a guy like this, the approach is just go up there and take pitches. If he can throw 3 knuckleballs over the plate, good for him. but a lot of times he can't, and obviously this is one of those times.
First pitch coming. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you've got to make him put it in play.
Here it comes, 2-1. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Robinson will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Steven Ramos will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Left fielder, Steven Ramos.
First pitch coming. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Ice cold soda.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Here it comes. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Man, a little surprising they didn't challenge him there. You know, there are certain guys who just have to earn their way aboard. This isn't exactly the most dangerous guy in the lineup, so he'll be happy to take the walk.
Number 6 will stand in, hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Not exactly the finest of starts to the inning out there on the mound. A walk followed by a wild pitch. But this is a good time to go out there and say, hey, what's up?
Too high, and it's 3-0. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
No one out with a runner at second. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And he's saying, give me a break. And that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Gerald Vaughn will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 1.
And on a night when the temperature is in the 40s, this one's going to sting for a while. No doubt about that.
Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now pitch swung on and foul tip right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine.
You know, sometimes we forget about all that umpires go through down there. That's going to hurt for a while.
Short lead from second. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Juan Herrera will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. That misses 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Now this needs to be a strike here on 2-2, because if not, now all of a sudden the runners are off with the next pitch.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Robinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 7th inning coming up. Springfield's out in front, 5-3. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. Number 9 will take his 3rd shot at it now. He's 0 for 2 thus far here tonight. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Number 15 will dig in now, just hoping to put one in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far.
Here you go, guys.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a knuckleball here is bounced to second base. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, just a little chopper right here, but with this guy's speed, there's nothing routine about this play. And he's able to get rid of it quickly to get his man.
Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. And Springfield leads this thing 5-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brandon Maurer will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Rocky Gale will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Mark McGuire will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Leading off for the Cardinals, first baseman, Mark McGuire.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here it is, the 3-0. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Come on.
And he goes the other way with it, hit well, but this is a foul ball. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And that is over the wall. Home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now 6-3.
Well, I think it's pretty fair nowadays to call this guy a young phenom out there. He's starting to get some national press. He's one of the better prospects around, and he gives you a look right there of why folks are so bullish on his future.
Nick Savage will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. he sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or two as he was catching that baseball.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses 1-2.
You know, maybe he had a little bit of a concern that they were going to call that one a strike, too.
And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Number 76 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 76.
Chad Harris will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that two-seamer running in.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Quintana is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Garcia.
Anthony Garcia will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Gillis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Steven Ramos will stand in, base on balls his last time. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And if there's one thing a young pitcher can do to help slow down a running game, it's learn to vary your times to home plate. As he progresses up the ladder, it'll be something that coaches work with him on for sure.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that, so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Springfield's out in front, 6-3. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Number 39 will be the new pitcher.
Defensively, now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 39. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 40.
Rocky Gale will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Rocky Gale.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Travis Jankowski will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Three and 1 now. Tyson Gillis waits on deck. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The one thing scouts and front office people like to look for in young hitters is that strikeout to walk ratio. The real prospects are the guys that can learn plate discipline early in their careers, and that's good work there.
Tyson Gillis will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Good job.
Here's the first offering. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard toward the right side. And he's got himself a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
Well, you know, they're scoring this one a base hit, but I'm not so sure I agree with that. Here it is again. Really not that tough a play, and you probably should have been able to get 2 on this play, but instead, it skips right by him. And if they're passing out hits like that, give me a bat.
Gabriel Quintana will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Let's shut it down here.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 1st and 2nd now, 1 man out. Keeping him close there at 2nd. Now the pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Mike McCoy will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. And he'll just step on third and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And Springfield leads this thing 6-3. Number 6. We'll see if he can turn things around. He's struck out twice thus far.
Catcher, number 6.
Here's the first offering. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he struck him out, and there's the hat trick as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Rodriguez will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
All right.
1 out, nobody on. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Here he comes on 2-2. This ball's in the air now out to right field. Gillis is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Number 5 will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First offering on the way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 8 full. Springfield's out in front, 6-3. Number 3 will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for your Springfield Cardinals, number 3.
Eradicate.
Robinson will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
He swings at anything. Throw it anywhere.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And it misses. 3-1 now.
And this should be a challenge here with a 3-run lead.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And a slider that time as it's hit on the ground, but foul. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
For a young pitcher out there, he's certainly going to have the butterflies working. I mean, it's probably going to take him a batter or two to really settle in out there and get comfortable. But he won't ever get too comfortable out there if he keeps walking guys.
Number 9 will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Get cold.
First pitch to him. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes a cold strike 1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Oh, and this goes right past him. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Number 15 will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Throw it anywhere. Who's swinging anything? Come on, now.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
1 out and a runner on third.
Come on, let's hold on.
And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. And now against his body, a jump throw. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Another example here where speed is such a weapon in this game. Look at him just flying down that first baseline. Not only is he going to wind up with an infield single, but he's also going to pick up the RBI.
Josh Bell will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Bell.
Keep it on the ground. Turn 2.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Here's a hard-hit ball back up the middle. What a flip for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Boy, what a play just to get an out here. Have a look at this. You talk about improvising on the fly. That is some kind of sterling defense right there.
Rocky Gale will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Swinging anything. Come on, you can do it.
Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
On the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
Take our leave. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Springfield wins it 6-4. Good night from St. Louis.
The final line score for our ball game: for the victorious Springfield Cardinals, 6 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Missions, 4 runs on 3 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra postgame Metrolink trains will be available outside the left field gates at the Busch Stadium station, or up the street at the 8th and Pine station. Bus service on the 40 and 410X lines is located outside the stadium on 7th and 8th streets, while service on the 30 and 93 lines is available on Broadway and 4th streets.